Hi, this is Russ Weekland for Red Carpet Report. Stay here with me for some great D23 interviews with many of the casts of all the Disney shows.
Ready? Cool.
So obviously, Spider-Man is so iconic. When you got the role to do the voice for Spider-Man, what went through your mind? Because people obviously know you from other things.
Yeah, it's a trip. I mean, I grew up reading the comics and watching the old shows, and now that when I watch an episode of our show and I hear my voice coming out of this iconic character, it's surreal, you know?
Now, would you want to ever take the voice elsewhere? Like, would you want to be Spider-Man on Broadway? When they need another Spider-Man in film, would you want to be Spider-Man, or is this good enough?
Well, you know, I did a film a few years ago called Superhero Movie, where it was basically a spoof on Spider-Man. So I know what it's like to have to put on that costume every day and the black eye makeup and all this, and doing Spider-Man, the voice, you know, I just roll out of bed, get into the booth, no hair, no makeup, no tight suit all day. So, you know, it definitely has its perks doing the movies and stuff, but it's so much easier doing just the voice, you know?
Now, is it awesome to know that, like, obviously you have the acting background, but now you have the voice background, that you're going to be working forever now? Like, is that kind of a good crutch to have?
It's amazing. I mean, I love, and it's so cool because the people I get to work with, it's like, I'm sitting and it's, you know, my entire childhood is surrounding me. I'm like, oh my gosh, you play who? You were who? You were who? I'm like, I grew up on all of your voices. This is incredible, you know. I'm not, you know, and Stan Lee will come in and he'll do episodes. He's like, listen, guys, I'm not an actor. I'm doing my best here, okay? So just give me a break here. I'm like, you're Stan Lee, man. There was an episode where he kept trying to read what SHIELD stood for, and it stands for something different in our show than what he originally wrote it as. So he's trying to read it, and he keeps messing up. And he goes, I just want to let you know I'm not messing up because I can't read this. I'm messing up because it's confusing, because what SHIELD actually stands for when I wrote it is, and he starts going through, and I'm like, please somebody tell me they're recording right now. This is the most amazing, I mean, you know, so to be able to have experiences like that, I mean, there's nothing better.
You've locked down the Stan Lee voice. Is there other voices that you've locked down, like from previous cartoons? Like, do you know any Simpsons or Family Guy people, or Fred Flintstone or anything like that?
I can do a little bit of Peter Griffin, you know. Actually, I gotta hear it. If I hear it, I can do it. But you know, it's I got Stan right next to me in my ear, so I can hone that one pretty good.
And obviously, in animation, you can pretty much do anything. What would you like the show to go that it may have not gone so far?
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, we've gone to, you know, different universes, and I mean, we've done a ton. You know, the action. That's what's so cool about watching the show when it's done is, you know, you're going whoa, you know, you're doing all this stuff, and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing that to, and then all of a sudden you see this huge action scene with explosions and Spider-Man's flying all over the place. You're like, whoa, I'm glad I only had to do that in a booth, you know.
Well, awesome, man. Continued success. Sure, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
And like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want. I don't care.